2 times a year. Virginia Tech coming in at 14-6 and 5-4 overall in ACC play. And Miami, as we mentioned, lost 4 in a row. There's 23, Tyrese Radford off the mark, and Vasiljevic clears. Here's one of those freshmen, number 5 in white, and Harlan Beverly opens the scoring.
Virginia Tech wants to try to exploit Miami getting out in transition, but we see the Hokies doing what they do best, knocking down the 3, average 10.4 per game, and Landers Nolley getting it started off. Especially on the perimeter, and you look at Nolley's numbers, the 18.7 points per game, second in ACC scoring.
Rodney Miller gets in the scoring column, and tonight could be a good night. Is with the ball at the top of the key, gave it up to Wong. Dribble handoff to Beverly. Wardenberg, he can knock those down, and he knocks his first one down. That's a great sign for Jim Larinaga.
He's a young man that can really help this team, and they need his production in order to have a chance to win in the ACC.
Another 3 ball, and this one goes down from Naheem Alain.
And by doing so, Jim Larinaga had to rest his group. But now with the ability to shoot the basketball from beyond the arc for Virginia Tech, you got to go man-to-man. Miami's defense up. A great find by Landers Nolley. And you see Radford.
Here's Vasiljevic. Off the dribble, and DJ Vasiljevic showing he's not a one-trick pony. He can knock down the 3, but he could drive it as well. About 4 minutes gone by. Vasiljevic, a nice feed to Miller. He's got his second bucket of the night.
And that's where Rodney Miller has to combat. He's doing it all, not only scoring, but finding his teammates as well. Rodney Miller with the finish. As much as anyone nationally, but continues to put a competitive product on the floor for the Miami Hurricanes.
Vasiljevic knocks it down off the dribble.
And Stone has only played in 6 games this season, but he has given Miami big production when he's been in those games, has a 9-rebound game.
And leads this Hokies team in rebounding. How does he do that?
The wingspan. And not only the wingspan, but the will to go after the basketball.
Hokies a chance to tie with a triple, and they do. P.J. Horn, his second 3 of the night.
And it's tough when you're, 6'5", having to go up against much bigger players guarding on the post and still have the legs to make jump shots.
Rodney Miller spins left and gets it to go off the window.
He was a guy that really coming into the league was like a little brother to everyone. And because of that, he was a very curious guy, asked a lot of questions. This possession, it was Anthony Walker, so the size of Miami being effective on the interior protecting the rim.
Harlan Beverly, and H gets his second bucket of the game.
But conversely, you see when Miami drives the basketball to the rim.
Beatty has it picked off. Vasiljevic up the line. And DJ Vasiljevic can't finish, but Anthony Walker can.
By Miami, and we watched Jim Larinaga's team go through that time and time again as Radford comes up with the steal and the easy finish, so the turnover doesn't hurt.
And Wong with the 3-pointer with a hand in his face. Isaiah Wong's got 6.
7 made field goals are 3-pointers. They got off to a great start early, but Miami has tightened up defensively and not allowed them to get much going from beyond the arc or inside the paint. And Rodney Miller for Virginia Tech. 1 bucket in seeming like forever as they get one coming out.
Here's Nolley working on Wardenberg. And Landers Nolley muscles his way to the bucket. 5 seconds to go in the half. Vasiljevic knocks it down from 2. DJ Vasiljevic finishes the scoring in what has been a dynamite first half offensively. First shot of the second half is good. That's Naheem Alain with his second bucket of the game.
Backing the rim offensively for offensive rebounds, and he's a great defender. Then that hurts Virginia Tech, and Sam Wardenberg.
That one around and down for Landers Nolley, his first bucket of the second half. On 4 minutes without a bucket from either of these clubs.
Yeah, but Virginia Tech got off to a hot start from beyond the arc, but since then, Miami has pretty much cooled them off, and as you bring it up, that's going to be a 2 for Naheem Alain. Virginia Tech is a team that normally moves the basketball extremely well, to find their shots.
Inside, Walker, nice look from McGusty. Anthony Walker has 7, his first 2 of the second half. Nolly calls his own number. Gets his own miss. Couture for 3. Got it.
Miami has been the biggest difference for Virginia Tech here in this second half. But one of the things they're going to have to do, Katie, they've got to turn that defense into offense and put some points on the board. This is once a year.
Yeah.
I mean, you got
There's some guys out there. Yeah. Davide Moretti's a 90% free throw shooter from Texas Tech. There's a 3.
They tighten up defensively, and they've done a very good job of that here in the second half. But there's always an area of concern. Defensive rebounding for a team that's much smaller, and second chance opportunities from beyond the three-point arc.
I got to tell you, halfway through the second half, it feels like Virginia Tech is winning this half. They're only outscoring Miami by 2. Now make it 4, but that's certainly not enough to come back in a game like this. The teams trade offensive fouls. Miami has possession, and they turn it over. Here's Radford up ahead. Isaiah Wong, baseline, no. Another chance for the Hokies. And Radford has been unstoppable. Downhill for Tyrese Radford.
As you mentioned earlier, they're making the comeback, but they're doing it with 2s.
Here's a 3 from Vasiljevic. Offensive rebound by Wong. What a finish by Isaiah Wong. Without the benefit of having their leading scorer on the floor for the second straight game. Chris Lykes out with a hip injury. And Radford beats the shot clock. Wardenberg working on Nolly. Nice touch by Sam Wardenberg. Nolly's been frustrated all night. Here's Couture. Another 3 for Hunter Couture.
That he's going to make shots, and made a huge 3 against North Carolina. So he feels as though he can make them when he needs to, as does Harlan Beverly, who steps up and knocks out a huge 3. Those are injuries you can play through, especially when you don't have a full turn. But
that's a big 3 from Virginia Tech. Too strong. Rebound, Radford, no. Couture lost the handle. Now Radford along the baseline. Circus shot, Tyrese Radford at Syracuse and at Wake Forest. It's going to take a minor miracle to get their 4th road win. An easy bucket for Vasiljevic, giving him 16.
Pressure on yourself to make those free throws.
Nolly off the window. Counting down to 1 minute to go. It's a 2-possession game and another turnover.
Great play by Tyrese Radford. Again, you don't have to agree with it for it to be the right call, and that is the right call.
And Beverly again.
All the way to the rim and getting the easy layup to make it a 3-possession game.
8-point lead, 27 seconds. Nice find underneath. Vasiljevic nowhere to go. Gives it up to McGusty. And now they have to foul, and they can't find anyone to foul. Beverly missed the dunk. Salts it away. It's going to be a 10-point Miami win. And they snap a 4-game losing streak with a 71-61 win over Virginia Tech.